How many weeks is 10 exclamation mark seconds? And of course, I'm not just shouting at you with the exclamation mark. This means factorial in maths. So let's think first of all, what is a factorial? And it's defined like this. So for a natural number n, that means a whole positive number. N factorial is defined as n times n minus 1 times n minus 2, and we keep on going like this. So I'm going to put dot dot dot. We take n minus 1, n minus 2, and we carry on going down to 2 and all the way down to 1. We take all the numbers that are less than n or equal to n and times them together. So if we then think about, well, 10 factorial looks like this. We take 10, we times it by 9, and then by 8, and then by 7, and we keep going until we get to 2 times 1. We're taking all those numbers up to 10 and multiplying them together. If we've got a good understanding then of what 10 factorial means, now we can start thinking about how do we turn 10 factorial seconds into weeks. Well, we want to think about the number of seconds in a week. And that means our answer is going to look like this. We need to take 10 factorial and we need to divide it by the number of seconds that make 1 week. That will convert our answer from seconds to weeks. So let's write that below then. We want the number, I'm going to use that hashtag to mean the number of seconds per week or in each week. So let's put in a week. This is exactly what our answer needs to look like then. 10 factorial divided by the number of seconds in a week. Let's go onto this side of the board and think about how we actually find this then. Our best thing to do first will be write 10 factorial out in full. So 10 factorial, we need 10 times 9 times 8 times 7 times 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2. And you can notice here that I'm not going to worry about the times 1 at the end because it doesn't actually change our answer. If you multiply it by 1, it stays the same size. So we can forget the 1. We would like this to be a nice big fraction with my slightly wonky line. And on the bottom, we like the number of seconds in 1 week. So thinking about the number of seconds in a week, we first think about minutes, then we think about hours, then days, and then weeks. So we need 60 seconds to make 1 minute. And then we need 60 minutes to make 1 hour. So that would mean we've got 3,600 seconds in 1 hour. Well, now we need to go up to how many hours are there in a day. And it's 24. That would tell us the number of seconds in 1 day. And lastly, we need to go up to the whole week. So we need to times this number by 7 on the bottom. Our answer looks exactly like this then. This is 10 factorial. And this is dividing it by the number of seconds in 1 week. Instead of trying to compute these massive numbers, what we can do is look for some clever ways to simplify this fraction. And that should be us looking for common factors on both the top and the bottom of the fraction. One that sticks out straight away then is you can see we've got a 7 on the top and also a 7 on the bottom. Let's just get rid of those two. Well, we haven't actually got any numbers that we can see on the top and the bottom anymore. But if we're a bit more creative, we can also find some common factors. I can see a 24 on the bottom, and on the top I can see an 8 and a 3. 8 times 3 gives us 24, so we can actually just cancel these out. So 24 and the 8 and the 3 would cancel to give us 24. Okay, well let's keep on going then. Can we see anything else that will work out for us? Well, I can see a 10 and a 6 on the top and a 60 on the bottom. Those will therefore cancel out. So 60 will go with 10 and 6. And then still here, I've got 60, I've got 9, 5, 4 and 2. Well, instead of this 60 then, let's break it down into prime factors and see if we can do anything nicer with it. So let's get rid of 60, and instead of 60, its prime factors would be 5 times 2 to get 10 times 2 times 3. 5 times 2 times 2 times 3 would give us 60. What prime factors can we see that overlap with the top? Well, we've definitely got a 2 and a 2. They can go. We've also got 5 and a 5 left on the top, so they can go. And then now we actually can't see anything else that overlaps directly, but this number's now small enough for us to think about. We've got 9 times 4 on the top, and we've got 2 times 3 on the bottom. So we can just compute it from this point. So our answer, we've got 9 times 4, and on the bottom we've got 2 times 3. Well, 9 times 4 just gives us 36, and 2 times 3 gives us 6. So we've got 36 over 6, or 36 divided by 6. That just gives us 6 as an answer. And it's worth us now thinking, well, what did that actually tell us? It tells us that 10 factorial seconds is exactly 6 weeks. So let's write that in. And this is maybe a surprising result, because 10 factorial seconds, that's just a really large and unwieldy number of seconds. It's quite elegant that it makes exactly 6 weeks with not a single second left over.